All right, welcome to JCCR Racing, where we're going to be covering online racing in Gran Turismo 7 and the things to actually do. So last video we covered the things not to do, most of them, and most of the common mistakes that we all make. We kind of fall into maybe bad habits, bad patterns, or just forget innocent little mistakes. And now we're going to be covering what we really need to focus on. So last night, after doing the 15-lap race, we actually got a decent time. We picked up a 131.3, so we're not that far off. We're 3 seconds off, 3.1 seconds off the world time. So that definitely is going to help us out. And definitely want to test your limits when you're not in the race. So there we know, that was one test I wanted to do. Test that second last turn and last turn to see where the limits are. Yeah, so that's clearly off and will be a penalty. And let's actually get the brake balance to where we need to have it. So always good. Test your limits in your qualifying. Get a good qualifying lap. So that's must do in order to have good results online. Find where your turn-in points are and what speed you can go through those, or what gear. At first, what gear, then what precise speed. Play around with what speed you can go through a turn at. Let's see if we can get one lap in before we start up. So definitely can push harder there. That'll be good to know. And we've got time to try that again. So this is the point of your qualifying. Break it down, learn the track turn by turn. So we know we need to get off the pedal there. Now let's nail this first turn, really follow the Ghost. From recollection, the Ghost goes quite a ways off here. And you can see that will be put in the memory bank. You can really go way off track for that section. Now this, and it's a fast turn. Now this coming up is a much slower turn despite looking very similar. And having a car you're consistent with, not necessarily the meta car, but a car you can be consistent with, much more important than the meta car. If you can be consistent with the meta car, well then you're just putting all chances in your favor. And there I can see you need to get back on the throttle much earlier, but the braking prior to the turn, much needed. So missed the apex there, so probably need to be full throttle through there, but definitely need to catch the apex. Way out, turn in right there. So that's how they're able to be on the throttle pretty much the whole way through that turn. And really can see that we really lose the world-class driver on the last two turns. So we've got a second and a half really that we can pick up in the last two turns. Over rotation when throttling down with the 911. Alright, so tonight we're getting into the online racing. We're going to work to increase our driver rating. That means there's an importance in knowing the track and not doing that during the race. So we need to get on the throttle after going over the divot, because if you're on throttle while going over the divot, at least with the 911, we've got problems. Thank you very much, Ronan47. Last night after the races, I said, you know what, I just did 15 laps. Now is the time to take everything that I've learned and be ready to erase some of that and try to create the right habits by following the ghost. Now, after I got that ghost time, probably should have tried to put in, if I would have had the time, like 30 laps just to really nail down the habits turn by turn. And that's my big piece of advice to everyone. It all comes down to good habits. And I'm surprised in the D League that my 131, what was it, 131.3? I'm surprised that the D League has drivers at that speed. Good evening, Super D. Yeah, I'm gonna get the channel on over on my phone so I can catch any chat that I miss. Because, well, let's face it, the live stream always seems to be getting me faster week after week, and I do absolutely need the live stream here. Super Doofus, back from work, ready to relax in front of a little bit of racing. Thank you very much for making it in and giving us a helping hand. Ronan, thank you also for making it in. Yeah, turn 2 is, it's all about getting the throttle right. Thanks for helping me not feel so bad about that little spin out, slide out that we had. I don't know what you guys would run the 911 at. Maybe -2 or maybe into the positive. Oh, cool. You're out of town, but with your PlayStation. Very nice, Super Doofus. Smart move. So one of the things you want to do if you're trying to stay in your current class and not get kicked down to a lower class online, or if you want to be competitive in your class and league and even move up, you're going to want to get a good qualifying time. I said I needed one. Last night I did all the wrong things, and one of the things was not having a qualifying time and going in with no practice. We need to have the radar on. We got our brake balance set up to a position where we can handle the car. Oh, fantastic. Glad to hear that. Oh, and we picked up a 0.5. I thought we saw the Ghost drive way off the track there, quite a bit more than we were there, so I'm surprised that we picked that penalty up. Glad we ghosted there because I was very much in the wrong spot. And it looks like driver 2 from the US, the American driver, followed my line and also picked up the penalty. And the races don't seem broken this week because it looks like they won't allow any cars to give each other the good old spear off the track. NSX I always found to be nice on this track as well. Good characteristics for this track. But the skyline is fantastic. Yeah, it sounds super duper like you're having a big week at work. So we're starting off on the hard tires here, so we will get past. Alright, time penalties paid off. I want to get these hard tires off pretty soon. If you guys have any strategy here, share it. If you think I should throw off the hard tires pretty much right away, let me know. Alright, looks like I'm in a clean lobby. This is a nice, surprising, and rare occurrence, but it is very nice. Feel good racing, actual racecraft come going down. Alright, that was smooth. It felt really slow, but it seems to have picked us up a lot of time on the car behind us. So smooth is fast. Pit now, great, thank you very much, Ronan. We really start sticking it to the track with those mediums. Hards aren't bad, but definitely a difference in lap times. just in time without cutting the line and picking up a penalty. We'll be awfully careful on the way out as well. Mandatory tires, mediums, yes sir, thank you ma'am. No refuel. Okay, so to save the front tires, might have to put the... Okay, well the 911 though, the front nose is really light. Are you taking that into account? Are you thinking specifically 911? If not, either way, great experiment. We'll find out soon enough. Let me know. Keep an eye on that for us. Thank you so much, Ronan. I'm telling you, if you're watching and you don't have the live stream chat on, make sure you turn it on. We've got fantastic drivers coming in and really helping us to be quicker, win races, pick up podiums. We'll keep an eye on it. If we start seeing wear moving quicker on the fronts, we'll definitely switch that up. Great idea. Oh, that Ford GT seems happy on this track. Surprising that that has a 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine, so that's a V6 with a twin turbo. Extremely tuned. But still a 6-cylinder. Mind you, the Alfa Romeo 4C is a 4-cylinder if I'm not mistaken, so surprise, surprise, they got us. All right, let's see what kind of lap time we can do with the mediums. Closing up the gap with the Ford GT. And we won't make the mistake, hopefully, of passing at the wrong time. We're going to use patience and try to pass at just the right time and not get destroyed on a straightaway. Ooh, that looks like a little traction control at 0 or 1. Car in front, I'm expecting him to kind of go into the defensive line, but I guess he's going to keep the ideal line here, and I'm definitely not going to cut in and push him. But I will cut here. Feel this a good spot as long as I can keep the tires off the grass. And there we go. The maneuver worked. Keep 2 tires on the track. I've picked up a penalty before. Well, last race, right? So 2 tires on the track and we're flying down. All right, not the fastest lap so far for the race, but not that far off. And I believe that should still be legal tender. 1 penalty from that section for the race is enough. Oh, a little over rotation. The leader is already on mediums. All right, so he's going to be flying. But we've got a few laps to try to bring it down below 131.9. Oh, please don't unghost at the wrong time. Just in... Oh, he unghosted to hit me. Thank you, Gran Turismo. Thank you very much, Gran Turismo. That was really weird unghosting. Hey, Aussie Bug, what is up? We are rocking your livery, of course. And you're cooking. Yeah, this is, thank you for having me on in the background. Very much appreciated. Alright, so that will be a penalty, probably, and an easy pass later if we're patient. But if we can take it, no penalty. Very surprising, but we'll take it now. Or not. That was a fast turn. We both took it real slow trying to avoid each other. So I think there would have been better just to tuck behind. Oh, and we just about cooked the turn. Missing the apex by a mile. That is not the fastest way around. Following the line of the car in front of us. But no excuse, I started braking way too late. Alright, this, if I can find the space, we're in a passing. We had the speed, but we didn't have the space. And here we go, we'll get him on the straights. Oh, we don't have the space to tuck in. Light sounds like there's maybe some paint traded there. But I think we'll be able to take off and get some space. Oh, courage. Oh, not so courageous. Inside take. Very aggressive inside take, but that was just a light hit. I certainly don't mind a little paint traded. Much better than getting speared into another stratosphere. Yeah, he really fought for that position despite his penalty that he's going to pick up. That's probably a penalty, very close to a penalty right there on my part. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I gotta stay cool, and the front tires, I think, are ever so slightly being used more than the rears. So you're right about that, Ronan. But do I need to go to 0, or will we have enough tires to have those fronts survive? Have to take care of it, put it down to 0 on a straightaway. And I've got to worry about getting punted on that slow turn too. .78 behind, he's pretty darn close. All right, so not bad. Night 2, few races of practice. Front tires surviving. And a 0.5 second penalty there, I believe. I don't know how the Ghost got away with driving so far off. I guess we're not okay. I thought maybe we made it back. It's maybe a matter of going off at the right place and coming back at the right place. But still missing the education for that turn. And we're gonna get hit, pretty obvious. Oh, and he picked up a 1 second penalty from that. Fair enough. Penalty system doesn't seem to be broken at all, because using your opponents instead of using your brakes is no way to race. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe I'm all wrong, and maybe it's all about going a little more arcade style, or maybe that's a legitimate race technique or tactic. Yeah, Super Doofus, I hope you do get to tear up Red Bull. Unless your goal is to work Friday and make more money. I wish you the outcome you're looking for. Yes, black flag absolutely should be added. Ronan, right on. Good idea. So we're in 6th, and as more people pit, I suspect we're going to hopefully have a few more positions to pick up. Still a little trauma, getting a little worried, sweaty around that corner right there. 75 hours, Super Doofus. That is fantastic. Good on you, mate. I'd say I work about 75 hours between work and YouTube. You can call YouTube work. Well, this isn't so much work, but the Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, the auto reviews, is a form of work. Thankfully, I'm an auto enthusiast. I do like vehicles quite a bit. But there's a difference between testing vehicles and driving them and having fun with them and talking about them. If you haven't already done so, would love and appreciate that you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn bell notifications on if not, or you have not already done so. All right, let's try to pick up our fastest lap here. Super Doofus, well said. Hey, Mr. Knight Rider Jim, what's up, buddy? Let us know what you've been up to. What car are you driving? What tracks are you racing? How are you finding it this week? Is the system broken? Is it much better? I'm not going to ask you if you think it's perfect. I don't think anyone thinks it's perfect, and we all have different opinions of what would be great, but I'm with Ronan on this. Black flag would be fantastic. Alright, so we are in 5th, we have moved up, and we're right behind 4th. Podium is not that far off. As long as we don't get booted into last by a driver coming up, sneaky, sneaky snake style from behind. No penalty there. I do believe I still have tires on the track. There we go, yes. So this should be a decent lap time-wise. Still not in the 131 zone. Not bad for racing with cars and all the distractions. Ooh, wrong gear. That's going to cost us a lot of time actually, at least a half second. Gotta have it in that peak power band. Oh, and the car behind us is very cool. He didn't boot us. He could have. I was in position. I was not in a defensive position. I should have been much more on the inside of that turn and inside earlier on. So great job. Great pass. He's going defensive. Smart. That's the move to pull. Now this is real racing. This is why I do it. That, when it's real racing like that, an actual craft, a little back and forth, it feels oh so good. Oh, so close. Two positions right up there. I'm not going to dive bomb it and crash into anyone. But I will drive through this section a little quickly. Sorry, boys. Oh, a little back and forth. He goes into the defensive position. Very wise and smart. And I go into the almost penalty position. Leaves room for the car on the right. That radar really helping us out. We can now hear the AMG, which is great. I think I gave him a bit of a mushroom there. I think I transferred some of my speed over to him and he just took off. Tire wear seems pretty good. Yes, Roan in the fronts are just a little more, but I don't think we'll get him near the bottom, so I think we're going to be just fine. Oh, clearly, just looking around 13 flap. Yeah, we'll be fine. So now we know the experiment has been conducted and we'll know for other races. We pitted at the perfect time. What was that, lap? So we can pit lap 2 off the hards. That'll be our strategy for next time. And we're not going to rush it. Oh, we got a car in the front that's pitting, so I think we're going to pick up a position here. Oh, great job moving out of the way. Smart. Wow. Gentleman driving, saving us both an accident. That could have been fatal to the two of us. It's not just about taking one position. It's also about, you know, holding and finishing the race. I'm going to do the same for him. I'm going to move out of his way. He's got a lot of speed on me. And we'll go tackle those cars together. I hope he sees that I am basically saying, let's drive as a team here. Let's partner up. Let him take the lead. Well, not let him take the lead. He had speed on me. No point defending when your opponent has that much speed on you. At least that's how I see it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I'm just here to learn and grow and be a head to the steering wheel. Head and chest to the steering wheel. The car jockey. Good job to the Brazilian ahead. No penalty picked up. Really pushed it to the limits, and it paid off. Propels him forward. Oh no, there's the penalty. So he pushed it too hard. So we'll have an easy pickup here. Oh, but I go through the last turn slowly, but I don't slide out. And he double penalties, so fifth. We just got to hold it together, drive smart and safe, and we've got fifth. Oh no. Alright, so no penalty for him or I. Still hoping we can tackle the crowd ahead, but those Brazilians up there are quick. South America at the top, beating out the North Americans here. get on my throttle much earlier there. I find it a little easier to get back on throttle. I feel safer getting back on throttle for some reason with the Ferrari. Here I'm always worried about over-rotating the front nose. Long trail braking section. And I'm wondering if I'm going to pick up a 0.5. It certainly will not help us out. And here we go. It's not podium, but it is a nice fifth. Kind of pooched it up a little at the beginning of the race. All right, Super Doofus getting a new wheel. Well, tell us about it, Super Doofus. Thank you very much, Ronan. Thanks, brother, for the help and the support. Your call to throw on the mediums at the beginning of the race. Probably would have, if I naturally would have probably forgotten and just stayed on the hards. So glad you're here. Really helped us solidify that fifth. And Ronan, when you're there, I always think drive safe and smooth. And I think this race we drove pretty safe, pretty darn smooth. Still definite room, a good amount of room for more improvement. That's what we're gonna get down to. Tonight we've got 2 races in us, so we'll get one last race. If you guys got time to stay in the chat, I've got time to pull up into another race. Ooh, Logitech G923 with the racing chair. Whoa, my man is spending some of that 75 hour per week money. Right on. Very cool. Congratulations. That was an incredible race. And congratulations and a thank you. And I want to say let's play again sometime soon, especially to that AMG behind us. What a pleasant drive back and forth with him. Just fantastic. Where did he finish? Where's the AMG? So we're in 5th. I expected him to get 6th, but I guess that penalty really... Oh my goodness, the penalty really took him out. So after the penalty, someone might have hit him. That's not cool. That is unfortunate. I don't know why we can't save the last 10 minutes, but there we go. Save the last 5 minutes of that race because that was a good one. Now, if we've got time, I'm just going to run upstairs. 9. Wow, the race starts now. Okay, so no water. Let's get the hards on. Get into the race. Oh, very cool. Very cool, Super Doofus. All right, I'm going to run upstairs. And give me just a moment. I'm getting some water. I need the human pit stop. All right, so yes, Ronan, we can pit lap 1. Fantastic. Yeah, with those mediums, we're doing just fine. I think last time we might have pit third. So now we're in the D League. Still in the D League, good. 131.3 netting us. We've been put in with a different group of racers, so it's going to be nice starting up in first. This puts all the chances on our side. Just need to drive quickly. Lap 1. And the racing hards are on. Fantastic. Cleaner track. All right. Yeah, thank you, Super Doofus, for wishing us GL. Good luck. We've got Ty behind us. Let's see if we know anyone here. Josh. We got Ugly driving the definitely, clearly, obviously the most attractive vehicle with that Beetle, so the name is appropriate. Merlin's Beard. I think we've raced with Merlin's Beard. Definitely have raced with him before. We've got the Doctor down there, so let's get down to business. All right, smooth and frosty and light hands. Yes, let's not have the carpal tunnel kick in. We got quite a bit of feed on the steering wheel. Feels good. It's nice having some weight and feeling behind the steering wheel. We'll drop it down to -1. Little bit brake benefit for distances. Get the radar on. All right, so we've got North America up in first and second, and then South American from Brazil, Josh, another American, a Canadian, and an American. So we're starting the race with North America strongly leading the top. Unlike last race where it was a whole lot of Brazil. Well, I should defend this. So went for the defensive position. It was slow, but we're no chance of getting corner panel taken out, or less chance. But yeah, he's got speed on us. Thank you very much, Super Doofus. Oh, and we get pushed. Wow, right out. The Brazilian is dirty. South American Brazilian did everything he could to just push us off the track. Not a fan of that kind of driving. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Maybe that's just proper driving, but to me it seems a wee bit dirty, and we'll definitely watch out for this Brazilian with a 3-second penalty. He didn't get that for helping kids cross the street, or grandmothers. More like you get that from running people over in the streets. I believe, oh yeah, they started on mediums. Oh right, so we got a good chance to get it back. That one was taken back pretty easily. In the pits, get the mediums on. No refueling, clearly. And this strategy, I think, is absolutely the best strategy. I think it's going to give us a huge advantage. But we do have the danger of climbing through the pack, which can really pose its own problems. But if I'm far enough in the back, that's actually pretty decent. Let's see where we start off. Hopefully the -1 is still going to be okay. Make sure we don't cross the 3-second penalty line here. Alright, 5.8 seconds behind. That's, I think, pretty good. That's excellent. No one's pitted. I've got the track to myself. I can make mistakes all by myself. Not the best turn there. Ah, cold tires. Thank you. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I love it. When you got something to say as helpful as that, that's excellent. Great reminder. That is the way. Slow and smooth is the way. And it's easier on the tires. which we are really going to take full advantage of these mediums. All right, we've got a 133 up on the board. That penalty territory? Can all 4 tires be on the candies? I guess so. Unless we had an inch of rubber left on the track. Start up in 3rd. Gotta start up in 2nd. The 911 has a very lengthy 1st and 2nd gear. Well, mostly 1st gear is really lengthy, so it just kind of has an overall effect. 4.6 seconds, so at least we're closing the gap. We've gained 1.2 seconds. So we're doing things, a sign that we're doing things somewhat correctly. Definitely got to get faster through there. Got to nail that apex and be back on the throttle so much earlier. Here, a quick little brake, a drop in the 3rd, and let's see if we trail brake through. Missed the apex. Not sure if that was slow or fast. At the lines, I think it's not a bad lap. Alright, let's shave 2 seconds off and we're going to be really in business. Alright, so 2nd gear, yeah, we get to take off quite well, so I think 2nd gear is the gear to be in. We just got to try to push with a little bit more speed, maybe 5-10 miles per hour, more out of that 1st turn. Now this is the slow one. It looks at a distance just like the 1st one, so kind of a entertainingly deceiving at an entertaining level. 0.6 seconds now with the car ahead of us, so we're not doing too poorly. We're catching up. Trail brake right to the apex. Get back nice and early. Not full throttle, but maybe half. I think that's the happy bit. Happy medium. I think we're now quicker on that turn. And yes, we need to catch apex there to get nice back on the throttle. Oh no, 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 no. All wrong. Gotta catch these apexes. Gotta be catching the apexes as the server catches those waves. Oh, good on him for moving out of the way. So faster drivers, just in case he gets unghosted at the wrong time, and then we both have a smash up. There we go. Still can get a little more speed out of there for sure. Oh, the bump that can definitely, you don't want to be on throttle when you have the weight distribution all thrown out of whack by that big old speed bump. Turning at the marker, catch the apex. 3 seconds with the car in front of us. Let's see how we close up that gap. Turned in way too early. Got lost in no man's land. Go wider in turn 1 and turn 2. Sounds like a good plan, Super Doofus. let's put it into action right now. First, let's get the pedal to the metal on these last relatively high speed turns. So definitely bring down the now 2 seconds, bring down the time of the car in front of us. Well, there's going to be some traffic coming up. This will be interesting. Follow the tire marks. Follow tire marks to success. Ooh, got a little slippery there. A little soapy water on the slip and slide. Also, Rufus, thank you for the very nice, taking the time to watch, observe, and comment. Stream always gets me to be faster, much better results. Gotta go through there quicker. We see the gap opening up just a wee bit. If we don't get a crash, this race might turn out to be textbook. Love how the Ferrari 458 actually goes through turn 1. I feel like it can go through there quite quickly, but love the stability of the skyline on this track. And really skyline stability when anyone comes in to take you out. And we move up a position. We're in 8th, following TYI. We've got a Brazilian at the very top. I think that's the Brazilian that completely pushed us off course at the beginning of the race. We'll be careful. I think he's willing to do just about anything to get that first spot. And we've got a full-out American team following behind them, Canada and the US, working to take the top, just like our geographical position on a map. We want the top. Let's get on top, folks. Top, let's take the top spot like a boss, right here, right now. And by now, I mean within the next 7-8 laps. That felt smooth. Hopefully it looked smooth. And I know cockpit view, not the most, it doesn't help provide the best results, but it is the most realistic view. It gives us all the limitations, and maybe even a little bit more, that you'll get on the real track, which is where we want to end up. Boy, late. Oh, pulled off. Later than usual, but it worked. Slow on the throttle, that all-wheel drive car in front of us, just taking off. What is that, the Lancing? Ty is fast. Ty had the second fastest lap time coming into the race. Oh, missed the apex. Didn't turn in. Ronan, I appreciate your incredible observations. Oh, there's no all-wheel drive in GR3 Incognito. Thank you so much for letting me know. I was obviously not aware. Miss the apex, and you can see the result. I was back on the throttle later than usual, so crap, maybe an eighth of a second on that turn right there. But we did pick up a 132.9, and not that far off. Ties 132.2. Yes, good evening, Incognito. Thank you so much for making it in. What is up? Howdy, buddy. What have you been driving? What track? Have you been driving online, or have you been going with the more peaceful AI races? Oh, late braking. And thankfully, plenty of space to trail brake. In reality, not that late of braking. This McLaren just looking amazing. Sorry, buddy. Almost drove myself out in the turn there. Almost out again. Well, you can't be fast without going to the limits. Now let's try to take a top lap time on this lap right now. Very nice. Fallout 4, very cool. Good game to play with a buddy or a wife. Solid choice. Top lap time. Well, Ty is just flying, so we're behind the correct car. We don't crash. This will turn out to be probably one of our better races, if not the best race that we've had. It's been clean, it's been fast, it's been smooth. Safe and smooth. Just keep it up. Oh, almost a 0.5 penalty there. Get back in the throttle a little earlier. So still in the testing phase. Still working on the prototype. Oh no, we got a traction control 0 situation, and I just throttled in too hard with the Lancer. And today I found out that according to ChatGPT, Lancer trailers, camper trailers, are the second most water resistant, or the second best at not taking in water. And the Airstreams are number one, and that's why the Airstreams new are like 100 and some odd thousand, when in the same size you get something for like 40,000 new. And the build quality is exceptional, and all those rivets are very well done. 6.5 seconds to get up to Turismo. I don't know if he's pitted yet. We got 6.7 seconds to catch up if he has pitted. And if he has not, well then I guess we're in first. Still not at the top time, but not far off. Gotta drop that by 1.5 seconds. Okay, so quite a ways off. And he pits, and we are in first with an 11-second lead. Interesting. Okay, well, you just gotta have the tires last. Incognito, thank you for the feedback. I'll have to try it out with my PS5. I've only played on it with my PS4, which I sent off to my buddy in Halifax. So when his died, so we could continue to game. Once or twice a week we play Battlefield 5. We used to play Red Dead Redemption a while back. Not so smooth there. We heard excessive tire squealing, but we got through. Tires will last the last 2 laps, so Incognito, thank you for the incredible strategy. But I still don't have that fastest lap time. Penalty zone there. 911 is just such a pleasure to drive. You gotta try it out, folks. I am... oh, light hands. Yes, thank you, Ronan, for the reminder. Still off. Still not getting that 132.2. Try to shift a little later than we were in the first 10-12 laps. The 911 certainly makes a lot of power in the top end. Automatic transmissions are fantastic, by the way. Not so much, not at all, not very much in the 996 generation. 98, 99 to 2005. But come the 993 generation, like the 2012 to 2018, fantastic. And in the new ones, just, yeah, you can't go wrong. In 133s. Final lap. Let's see, did we get a penalty? Yeah, there we go. I was expecting that. But we've got 12.7 seconds to spare. So the 0.5 penalty will not have us lose a position. I'm going to stop pushing it because let's not hunt for that fastest lap. We're not going to have it for penalty anyway, so at this point, a spin out is just about the only thing that would cost us the race. So I don't want to disappoint anyone here. All right, let's use the whole track. Little trail braking. All right, I think we've got a first place on our hands. We lost a bit of time playing it a little safe there, and with the penalty, brought it underneath the 12-second lead. But we did a thing! Thank you very much, folks. Really blessed to have you along. The tips, Ronan, Super Doofus, thank you so much. Incognito, throwing out a little bit of knowledge there that always good and glad to have. So there we go. Thank you very much, folks. And with a nice little lead of 11 seconds, then second place had, I guess, 17 seconds, then 24, 29 seconds, a minute 20. Wow, what happened? What happened after the top 5 racers? And North America picking it up. Good night, Ronan. Thank you so much. I'm going to save this one for later, because that was possibly our best race as a team. Folks, Mr. Knight Rider Jim, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here for that. Thank you for not missing that. I'm really blessed to have you along. Really sorry that Lancer, we were following Lancer, we were having a great time, but I wonder if after he spun out, if he did not finish, if he crashed out after that. So if you're worried about your driver, if you want to stay in the league you're in or move up, don't quit out of races, don't rage quit. Or even if someone pushes you off. I know it's tempting either to rage quit or try quit, depending on the mood you're in. Stay in the race, stay the course, persevere, work that discipline, mental muscle. There we go. Oh, so glad to have you along. Thank you so much. Blessed to have you guys. I hope during the week you get to put the pedal to the metal on a car that you love. I wish you all more cars and more power. And if you don't get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love, this is still my favorite way to race. Over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, we can see what we own, our long-term reviews of a 1991 Toyota MR2, a 2024 Ford F-150 Tremor, which looks like I've considered all the options, and it looks like it's getting switched for a 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor, because the resale on that was incredible. Cost of ownership, very low. We got a 2017 Shelby GT350 and a Porsche 911. We had two, but we sold one to help pay off for the other, for the Shelby. Now we've got the quick Brazilian in the 458 that gave us a little push and really threw us off track early on, but we came back. We took Ronan's advice. We started off on hards. After lap 1, we got pushed off, persevered, didn't give up like you should in any hobby or sport or business that you're trying to improve at. And we came back. We threw it in the pits, and after throwing in the pits, we are 26 seconds behind roughly everyone else because no one had pitted, and we got to just have fast laps on those mediums. So hards lap 1, switch them into the mediums for the rest of the race. Yes, that is the fast Brazilian, Jose Caleb. Thank you very much for the race. That was a great race, so I'm just going to say that thanks for the race, congratulations, and yes, the race was incredible. Glad to be racing with this league. No spears into another stratosphere, nothing horrific this evening. Rebuilding my faith in both Gran Turismo 7 and humanity as a whole in general. Let me know what you think in the comments. How have your races been going this week? I think this week's races fixed, just perfected last week's fixes, and the week before that was just horrible. So the races have only been getting better. Let's hope they don't go back to where they were because, yes, Gran Turismo 7 was completely broken. As a sim racer, it was feeling oh so arcadey, Mario Kart Twisted Metal style, but now this is wholesome goodness. Thank you so much, folks. Folks, blessed to have you along for the ride. I wish you all more cars and more power. And, well, Godspeed. Have a great week. Work hard. Stay safe. Have those smooth, safe hands at play. And see you again tomorrow night for some races starting up between 9 or 9:30. That is it. I am signing out. And check out Super Doofus's channel. Don't forget to subscribe over to Super Doofus. He's got a great YouTube channel. Great guy. And check out Joshua Caleb. It looks like he might have a YouTube channel. Thank you very much, folks. Check out Super Doofus. Don't forget to subscribe. See you tomorrow night.